Peace family, this is Shofar from Faux Show Energy Work, and I'm here to talk to you today about electromagnetism. The purpose of the video today is to just kind of break it down when we hear that term electromagnetism, so that we can have a deeper understanding about how to use it in a practical way. It's used in one way in science, but also you may hear it used in spiritual terms as well. So exactly what is it that is being said and how to use it in a down-to-earth practical way. Use electromagnetism in everyday life. So first off, to break down how to use it in a practical way, we have to look at both words, electro and then magnetism, or electric and then magnetism, or magnet. So electric is the way we're talking about it when we're talking about it in sensual emotional exchange, or sex, or sensual emotional exchange. We're talking about that quality of something that is dynamic, something that is a catalyst, something that sparks, that causes an action. So something that causes something to be put in motion, that would be the electric part of our being. To think of it as like in terms of the sun in our solar system is probably the strongest electric being or entity that we can think of. And because of that electric energy that's put out, we call it photons, or the different spectrum of light, be it gamma rays and all of the different types of frequencies of light that is being given off. But when it's all said and done, that's actually something that actually affects light. The other stars to a different extent or whatever, but electric is something that actually sparks and gives that spark of life to creation. Now, if something is just sparking out there, just sending out electricity, but there's nothing to receive it, there's no ground, then in this 3D realm anyway that we live in, you're not going to have life. So magnetism is that ability or that quality of our nature that actually pulls within and actually receives. And is that part of that gets moved on. To have life, we need both. In order for the current to flow, in order for the current that is life to flow, we need both the electric and the magnetic. The yin, or rather the yang being the electric, and the yin of the magnetism. And now, something that I would say about that flow is that, just to be very clear, that electric has poles in it, and a spark, and then a open part of itself that the energy flows down into, and so does magnetism. So not to get overcomplicated, but I just want to point what I'm saying then is that yin and yang always have the other quality within itself. So though we're saying that electric compared to magnetism is yang compared to magnetism, but it's all relative. It's not that one is yin and one is yang. It's in this particular arrangement, or this particular comparison, that magnetism is yin to electric's yang. So I just want to make that distinction. But going further with that, in practical terms, when we take time to rest and to be still, that may be the part of us that is magnetic and drawing in resources and calling forth the things that we need, the people, the events that we need in life. And then the electric spark is taking that inspired action at just the right time, after we have gained enough resources, or we're in the presence of a person that will bring completion or bring the start to something that we need done. Then we do the inspired action, and that's the electric part of being. So that's the very practical part of it. Is like magnetic part of you is calling in the resources, and maybe it's learning something, or maybe it's just being still, maybe it's praying or meditating. That would be the magnetic part of being, and then that's calling in the resources. The spark is when you get that idea, or to call someone, or to go to the cafe that you never go to, or to put in that application for your small business loan, or to just go surfing or go on that hike. And you never know the people or the places or the things or the inspiration that will come when you take that inspired action. So that's again how I told you we want to make electromagnetism very practical in the day-to-day life. When we, I always like to tie electromagnetism into sex. So the man is electric in his penis, in his lingam, in his dick. The woman and the man is electric in his throat. He's giving out energy here. He's electric here. So when we actually kiss, whether we kiss a part of her body or we actually kiss, in her mouth or whatever, or on her mouth or whatever, we're actually looking to send energy, to her. Whereas with the woman, she's actually magnetized in her vagina. She's magnetized in her mouth. I know a lot of guys are happy to hear both of those. That she's quite receptive in those areas. Some guys are like, no, not my girl. She ain't. When the last time she gave me head, man. But magnetic in the genital area, magnetic in the in the mouth. But she's actually electric, giving out sparks, giving out energy at the heart, and the man is actually magnetic here. He's actually magnetic in his heart. Also magnetic at the sacral level. So right above the genitals, right below the navels, the man is also receptive to her electricity here at that chakra. So anyway, is when we have the flow of electric magnetic, her positive pole going into your open pole, going into your electric part of her being going into the magnetic part of our being, the electric part of our being going into the magnetic part of her being. Now you have flow. Now you have what I call in my other video, and you can watch it, emotional currency. You have a current, you have flow, and we're able to have life, L-I-F-E, living in full expression. So I've said this in other videos, but had a couple of clients or whatever that I had to break this down in a different way, so I just figured go ahead and put a video up. So electromagnetism, I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions or comments on that, or if you have a different understanding or something else you'd like to share on it, please put it in the comments. If you like the video, please like it, share it, subscribe. And again, I'm Shofar from Faux Show Energy Work. I do coaching for couples and singles. I also do energy work for couples and singles. I have a book, Sacred Orgasmic Living, Soul, and also do a series of workshops. One is called Hip Hop Kundalini, another one called Intimate Relating that I do with some other dope facilitators. But again, just thank you for checking me out. I appreciate you. Keep shining, keep climbing. Peace.